On my way home, I'm leaving the radio off on purpose. I don't want to hear about any more killings. Senseless, revenge, rampage, psychotic, brutal, torsos, infants, tissue samples, vehicular homicide, whatever. But then I realize that it's going to happen or not, whether I know it or not. You can't ignore that or wish it away. That's just perverse, superstitious behavior, like the ostrich, sticking your head in the sand. It won't work. There's no denying it. I'm a part of the world I live in. I turn the radio on. Deal with it. It doesn't take long. Another decapitated body has been found. The headhunter has struck again. Unless it's a copycat, investigators aren't sure. They can't jump to conclusions. Wow, that brings up the possibility of rival headhunters, dueling headhunters, unless they're working as a team. It gets scarier and scarier. 5 convenience store clerks have been shot to death, but the police believe the slayings are unrelated. That's a good sign. On the other hand, that random violence is also disturbing. The cops have really got their work cut out for them. Then the reporter adds that there is an unconfirmed report that at least 2 of the murdered clerks have been scalped. Wow, that's not unrelated. Sounds like somebody is out there to make a name for themselves. The scalper. How sick can this get? And 2 bricklayers have been stabbed to death, but they were working on the same job, and police have a lead on a suspect, another bricklayer. An arrest, they say, is anticipated shortly. Yeah, by bricklayers everywhere. God, I'm thinking he must have stabbed him with a trowel. They have an argument over, what, the consistency of the mortar, and this one guy loses it and stabs the other 2 with his trowel, the mad mason. When I get home, it's almost time for dinner. I tell my family, wife, 2 kids, a son and daughter, all with good teeth, about Judy. There's no way to soften news like that. They're shocked, and my wife says, what kind of world are we living in? I have no answer for that. It's a damn good question. My wife says, today I heard that somebody is strangling meteorologists in Minnesota, TV weathermen. Who would do something like that? I'm speechless. But my daughter says, that's nothing, Mom. I heard at school today that somebody is shooting koalas. Koalas, my wife says? You mean like those cute little bears? That's right. There's been like 3 or 4 killed already. Is this in zoos, my wife says? These little bears are in cages and someone is shooting them? That's right, Mom, my daughter says. Isn't that creepy? I told you. I heard that, my son says. They're like gangland execution-style slaying, where they cap them point blank in the back of the head. Billy, I say, that's enough. He shrugs. It's true, Dad, he says. I sigh. Yeah, okay, I say. Just don't talk with your mouth full. That's so awful, my wife says. It's vile. What could a poor little koala bear in a cage ever do to anyone? I don't get it. They're so cute. What did koalas ever do? I shake my head and say, they're from Australia. They climb trees. I think they eat eucalyptus leaves or bamboo. I think they're marsupials. What do you mean by that? My wife says. That's all I know, I say, about what they do. And my son says, there was another shooting at school today, by the way. Oh my God, says my wife. Why weren't we told? After hearing about Judy and the strangled weatherman and the koalas, she's shaky. She's nearly hysterical. Take it easy, Mom, my son says. Probably because nobody was hurt. They got the gun away from the kid before he could shoot anybody. It was just a BB gun. I think it went off by accident. We didn't even miss a bell. Who was it, I ask. Anybody you know? Nah, just some dork. What did they do to him, I say. Oh, he got expelled like right away, my son says. The cops took him. He's gone. That's right, Daddy, my daughter says. They've got this new zero-tolerance deal at school now. You do anything like that, and you're out. Good, I say, but what I'm really thinking is, what kind of dinner conversation is this? All these shootings. My instinct is for remedy. I guess it's the doctor in me, so I say, killing people never solves anything. My family looks at me for a moment. "I think we know that, Dad," my son says deadpan. The three of them are still looking at me. Then they all crack up and laugh. They're howling. "But thanks anyway," he says, "for the lovely thought." I laugh too. It really isn't funny, but sometimes that's all you can do is laugh. It's a nice family moment. You can't have enough of them.